Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out till the morning light? Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the So what the hell?
They have done it! They're Frost Esports champions!
And welcome back, everybody, to Frost Esports RL. But it's the Valorant time. It's a weekly number 51. My name's Edu, joined by Llama. 2 L's, but take no L's. How you doing today, Llama?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really fantastic. Valorant, always exciting here on this Thursday night. Like you said, no Rocket League. We're playing some good Valorant tonight. It's going to be exciting. And how are you doing?
I could do better.
That's it. I mean, I know. You're running into trains, you're running into windows, running into unable to open the garage door. So, but we got Valorant. So,
Yeah, I locked out of my house, but not locked out of the game because we're now locked in here with Gelato Pack versus High Roller Organization. With that segue, we're ready to jump right into Agent Select. Boom! Look at all this clean stuff. We got Poo Poo McDoodoo on Jet locked in immediately. What the is that name, Nick? Vet these players sometimes, man. Like, what is it? All right, well, we're going to call him PPMCDD, all right? Is PPMC. Sounds like a shitty rapper. Literally shitty rapper.
oh man, I will say we're on Haven, so that's an important note for us here. Obviously, a Bestel in here in our semifinals, so going to be important as well. But it looks like mostly matching the KJ. The one, no, I was going to say difference, but both of them have a KJ, so everybody's mirrored.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's nice that they have a Killjoy. Killjoy, one of the better agents on this godforsaken map. But hey, you know, Haven, it's a great map. We got so much to look at. But if you guys want to know, on the defense side is going to be the Gelato Pack. And on attack is going to be the other side of High Rollers. High Roller Organization. Let's see if they're actually going to roll high or if they're going to get absolutely crushed, because that happens here at Frost sometimes. But Llama, looking at these picks, looking at what we got, nearly mirrored team composition. The only difference I am seeing is in nothing. It's actually a mirrored team composition. They're the exact same. Okay, cool.
It's pretty mirrored, and I think the main point in a mirrored team composition, especially with the Killjoy, is just the Killjoy. Just watching out for that ultimate specifically, because if you have it and your opponents don't, it's a massive advantage swinging towards your own, but also there's Sova in the game, so you can get that Hunter's Fury. There's all that weird math and angles or whatever about it, so gotta watch out for those alt-timers, but definitely getting your KJ going is important.
Yeah, if you don't get your KJ on the board, then you might not be able to be on the board as well. But look at this. The pistol round's already beginning, and they're just running it down. But, ooh, first blood goes to Jarrett here with 2 Ts and an easy 1 tap. Let's see if he can do it again. I like this, though. Murred. Oh, my God. Is that a shock dart?
Oh.
Okay.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, there we go.
It's the flick kill as well. The courtyard push just did not work. Kyle gonna try and run, but that turret's gonna seek them out as well. Gonna hide in the smoke, but can't hide for long. Jedi looking for it. They're gonna do a little bit of damage, but they know you're stuck here in the garage. They'll push it all together and get the final kill. It will be Gelato Pact taking the first round of the game.
Yeah, and Gelato taking the first round, doing a decent job at retaking it. Lots of powerful picks there, and you compare that to the attack side, who managed to get 1 and done, as Kyle is the only player on that side so far to get a pick on Killjoy. but I'm looking forward to what else can happen here. Mido getting that shock dart kill definitely shows me that this Sylve is ready to deal the damage and might know how to use their abilities. But Llama, I'm also looking forward to what these guys are going to be doing now that it is the second round. All the force ups, 2 sheriffs on the side of attack.
Yeah, and I think specifically, Edge, we want to watch towards this Marshall because we know it's such a strong gun and even stronger when your opponents don't have any shields at all. So we'll see if that can get them some picks. Obviously, for High Roller Org, if you can take kills here and you can punish those invest, you can walk into that next round even more healthier. But playing a little bit more default, want to go a little bit slower than that first round.
Ooh, going a little slow, going a little up close and personal. Let's see it. Poo-poo McDoo-doo. Boom! Right in the brainstem. Bye-bye. That's what we want to be seeing here. But with this Jet and the unique name that they bring, they're also bringing some unique aim to the game.
Team in the world, but looks like a little bit of pressure given up towards this C-long area. Python and Co. Again, there is KJ utility waiting for them if they push too far. Jedi as well with the Ghost. Only one to not invest actually for Gelato Pact, so gotta be careful as the only one on site is gonna get taken down. Python, good trade there from Red, taking down the Sova and a lot of that information. A lot of that utility as well. Spooky getting some shots through the wall there, and we'll put down that smoke to protect as they get the spike down.
Not ready yet.
Ooh, spike now down. Let's see who's going to be able to really make their mark. Big push-ups coming around, and uh-oh. Red on the flank. That's one, and that's done already. A clean retake. Didn't lose a single person, and I will point out, though, Attack being able to plant the bomb, that leads to some great stuff here because that's some money that they need, and now we're going into their buy round. So obviously, rough starts always happen, but this is the round that determines whether or not the rough start will continue, the bonus round for the side of defense. Did Llama, are you okay?
Okay. Can't hear me?
Sorry, you're teleporting for a second. It looks like we lost connection. You were all the way in the mountains of Machu Picchu there, Llama.
These Midwest Storms, man, they get you just like Sai is going to get that first kill to start off the round for High Roller Org. Is, like you said, their buy round. They got the better weaponry. They're going to get their advantage here. The trade's looking good. Sai on a triple, and we'll dive right on in on 21 HP.
And diving on in, let's see what else they can do. Sai still low, as you pointed out there, but the retake, is it even going to happen? This attack side has really crushed it once they got rifles in hand. And defense is kind of bonusing with not much. Jedi going up into heaven with only a sheriff here. Definitely risky. Red is going to get spotted, but Jedi's gone, and it looks like the last Jedi, now Red, remaining. Let's see if he ends the same way as that horrible movie ends, with a bang.
It also doesn't have the lockdown, important to note. Can't really force them out here, just SMG in a dream, maybe not even a dream. Maybe the dreams are crushed as the spike gonna finally tick to its last level up here as Red gonna run in, maybe try and take some kills, but it's gonna be a flawless round from High Roller Org, and really good stuff there in Sewers. They just took those first kills, played off of it perfectly, and now will be the first round where they do have pretty equal weaponry, but you know, great stuff there, flawless round.
Yeah, flawlessing it up, definitely what you need to be seeing. And it's good that we saw a flawless from them on their buy round where they're actually going to have rifles in hand, because that tells us that those first 2 rounds was merely the normal curve, and this could be where things start to pick up. But Jedi with a ton of money, same with Poopa McDoo-doo, now rocking an operator, and that should be the thing that puts a stop to these attackers. But an op, it's a big weapon, but it's about who's holding it, Llama.
Does. Yeah, it can make so much difference, and it's different than that Marshall that it still has so much damage, you know, possibility even on those shield buys. So we'll see if they can cut it down. I don't know where they decide. It does look like they decided to put it more towards A, so cut down that longer angle there. Sometimes we do see it towards C long, but like you said, you really have to. It's a pretty expensive gun, so you want to get the most use with it through the smoke here. PMCDD. We'll see the Sova drone. It will see each other, and we'll use the classic to take it down.
Up close. Poo Poo McDoodoo whiffing a shot. Maybe next time hit those. Let's see if he can actually find that pick. This is not going to be the easiest round for him, but if anybody can, he might be able to. He could be that guy. Let's find out. Another big split here, Llama. I'm looking at the Killjoy on the other side of the map doing God knows what.
Placing swarm grenade.
Yeah, they're in garage. Maybe they want to steal a car or something. I don't know what they're doing, but gonna be locked out of
30 seconds
garage
left.
just like you were locked out of your house for now. And it's like, hey, might be the play for right now. But like you said, they're pretty split. They're running out of time. Actually, only 20 seconds left to go. They're gonna have to run in here, and it looks like actually Gelato evacuated this site, so they'll get it relatively for free. But they will need to get this spike down quickly. Finally, the plane
10
going to come
seconds
down.
left.
That smoke gonna block off heaven as well. Sai trying to put off some bullets to maybe deter them from jumping down. And that spike will be down.
Yeah, spike now down. This is going to be perfect, but if the spike's down, you can't be clowning around. They're running it down, and they need to get these picks. Now, Jarrett leading the charge, gets the first blood on a Python, but up from above, it is an op that cannot hit a shot. Another double kill, triple kill now for Secrets, leaving only Jedi, and he's going to have to say bye-bye. Attackers taking that round nearly flawlessly, but that is what we need to be seeing to tie this up 2-2.
Actually a kind of crazy round. I feel like they were going to falter a little bit because they were so low on time. Their KJ barely got with them in time, but it just seemed like Gelato kind of took the bait, thought they were going to go into garage late, and kind of put more resources over to it. So High Roller Org was able to take pretty much the full site for free, and then after that just shot a little bit better than the other team.
Yeah, shooting it up and doing the damage exactly the way that it is intended. Let's see what else they can do to lock this down, lock it in, and keep us on our toes, locked and ready to go. Of course, with now defense being extra broke, they don't really have the best weaponry to bring to the table. They only have, of course, sheriffs. They have whatever they really can afford, but let's see what they can do. Grouped up, splitting for clues, might be able to just get one or two. You have to take out Secrets, though. This player has been astronomical in getting these picks.
Oh.
I like the crossfire.
Bring it. Python just gets the first kill. Jared needs to get one back. Sheriff. Oh, it doesn't connect. That's so unfortunate. The crossfire doesn't pan out. And now, a little bit too far forward on the other side of the map, it's going to be another free A site. And a 5v3 post plant with just sheriffs is not something you want here if you are Gelato Pack. You would love to take some kills here, Nico. You would love to do some damage here, but once again, they're just playing such strong positionings.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well, but let's see if they are going to be well enough alone to really start sealing this out. Mido, right up close and personal, might be able to do something. But that's Python grabbing one pick down on a red, and it's only a 2 versus 5 remaining. And there's nothing they can really do besides just getting tickled and trickled damage-wise. Good luck, Jedi. Gonna need it.
I think they get out. Yeah, they should be fine. But yeah, Python gonna go on a tear once again. Another great round from High Roller Org. It was looking pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. That crossfire, if they hit their shots and actually crossfired at the same time, would have been pretty good. But you know, it is an eco. You can only do so much with it. But it's gonna give a lot of those ult orbs actually over to High Roller Org, who now have 3 of those ultimates up and available. And Gelato, yeah, you got rifles. That op didn't work last time though, so it's kind of questionable they invest into it again.
Yeah, honestly, pretty solid stuff here. These guys are investing a lot of potential forward in. Let's see what they can do now moving forward. Gelato Pack, they need to try to stop the momentum here because it's been 3 rounds in a row, but that's going to be pretty tough with an ultimate coming out the Rolling Thunder. But Red takes forever to fall, surprisingly. Let's see what else they can do. In the back of sight, Jedi's good for 1, but not good for 2. Sai is going to be good enough to take him out, and now it's another bomb plant. It's another retake, and it's going to be pretty tough unless we can see these shots connect. Another op to blow it, and another one to go. Can we see a 3v3 to tie this up 3-3?
It's in such a good spot, though. Like, this is the danger of the C site. Obviously, you're going to have to use some smokes as well. Maybe the operator could do some damage down this C-long area. It's going to be that Hunter's Fury invested from High Roller Org to just stall out for some time. Secrets doing the damage. Python gets another, walking right into it as they take down the opposing Sova. It's all down to MC, and unfortunately, from behind, Kyle Nice collapse will be there. High Roller Org, it just seems like they're having their way getting into whatever site they want.
Yeah, I mean, they're having their way. They, definitely had it their way. And let's see if they're going to be loving it, as we are now seeing even more positioning and flawlessing to keep this going. 4 rounds in a row. Back again, we're at a round that we cannot see these defenders actually afford too much. I mean, they've bought so many ops. I believe they've bought 3 ops at this point, and none of them have actually been crucial enough to crutch their way through stopping the momentum. So this is massive here for HRO.
See, it does look like those knives already going to be invested here from Gelato. They dive very heavily through the seal long. How about the other knives on the other side? Sai has got the lineups, jumps over the wall. Now has these knives reset back up to 5 to continue it. Now the collapse is somewhat coming through, but there's so many open like highways here. I mean, they could go through garage, they could go through courtyard. Jet just has to back up with, I believe, only 2 knives on the ultimate left.
Yeah, only 2 knives here. I mean, not ideal, but if he gets 1 kill with it, he should be able to get all 5 back. So this might be doable, but again, 2 knives means you cannot hit a single body shot. It has to be a headshot, and that's going to be a clean one, but immediately whiffing another. But what? What? Got diffed by a classic? A blind guy with a classic.
Spike planted.
Guy with a classic. Yep. Ultimate for you. Denied. Upu is down to that 1 knife as well, but there's only 2 players. Make that 1. Python getting a good kill. Okay, make it none. The shots are good enough after their Jet got a little bit embarrassed, but the 5th round here, albeit 5th round in a row for High Roller Org, they're literally rolling here for free.
Yeah, they've been rolling across the mountains here and rolling down the hill as they have momentum. And if you roll down a hill fast enough here at Frost, it becomes an avalanche. And these guys are ready to make this game feel like that. If they can get the entire coverage down and just completely speed blitz through this game, they're going to have a very powerful finals here against whoever beats the other side. If you want to know, that's going to be Caldera Esports versus Red Flag. Winner of that game moves on to the finals to fight the winner of this game. And of course, last week, Red Flag was our victor.
Red Flag had such a good showing here, but right now in this showing, Gelato Pact, we mentioned a little bit at the start, those ultimate differentials. Right now, they have the lockdown, they have the Hunter's Fury, 2 very big ultimates, and 2 other utility ultimates in their back pocket as well. So I'm really excited to see where they put these, because they really need to start closing some rounds with these. Right now, Red very far forward, taking space, gets the first kill, and sees a couple through window, will pay for it with their life, and losing that lockdown is pretty pricey, and you give over a lockdown to the other side.
Yeah, now this is going to be pretty tough here, as we do have 3 ultimates versus 2 ultimates, 4 versus 4, site versus site. The hold is now going to have to be in the hands of Attack again, and Attacking KJ is going to open it up with the first one. But wait, we have a Hunter's Fury to try to get the bomb planter, and instead of getting the ultimate, takes out a player, which I think is worth it.
I would say, get a kill, get an advantage here, but still that bomb is going to be ticking. How do they approach this? It looks like it's going to be all through this back part of site, some through heaven. The MC running on in will tag that spike here for just a second, but no one's baiting. They walk by each other in the smoke. There is no way. Jet finally gets on back to it here, but still hiding up. It's going to be Kyle trying to kill him out. 2v2 here. They're just trying to delay the timeout.
1 enemy remains.
He's got to get that cool through the wall. What a beautiful shot. Jared gets one back, though. Another one through the wall. That spike is ticking. You have delayed for enough. Both players might pay for it with their life. Still gonna be a round win by High Roller Org.
Hey Nick, why don't we have any replays? Because that is insane. What Spooky just did spooked me, spooked you, spooked everybody. That was insane. The just quick swing, wall bang, 1 tap BS. I mean, okay, if I was seeing that, I'd say check the PC or have him sign a lottery ticket, because he is either feeling lucky or feeling a little bit too lucky, if you know what I mean.
I mean, the Powerball is just one, right? So maybe they're in California. Maybe they're just in that whatever $1 billion prize pool. But
oh yeah, and the IRS takes 700 million of that.
Yeah, take it all. On nerd bozo. Nonetheless, the real bozo right now is Gelato's economy. Looking good.
Right there.
Here we go.
Mid. Did anyone?
Wait, you do have a replay, Nick? Sorry, I got a guy in my ear. Yeah, do it, do it. Hit us with a replay, Nick.
The MC running on in will tag that spike here for just a second, but no one's baiting. They walk by each other in the smoke. There is
All right, back to the main game, which I think we're seeing the same team win all the time. Hey, look at that. It's again, you know, what's great about a timeout like that, or little replay watching, is that you would expect to see something different, but as you can see, nothing really different's happening here.
Yeah. Well, we did know Gelato back there economy was kind of in shambles, and Python has an Odin, because why not? We know Sovas love their Odin way, way too much, but Jared does have ultimate, probably doesn't want to use it here. Gonna ADS, will take one, but won't be able to get any more High Roller Org. Now 7 rounds in a row, by the way. A tear, to say the least.
Yeah, it is going to be a tear. 7 in a row, as you pointed out. I mean, finally, we're seeing a timeout get called, but I feel like they need to go to timeout with this kind of gameplay. This is something that you have to sit in a corner and think about your actions, if you know what I mean, to figure out what needs to be done differently. You've got 3 ultimates. You've had ultimate advantage for a while. I mean, you've been sitting on this breach ult for longer than you've been sitting on kills. This is not looking too clean. But what is clean is the amount of money they have to try to afford to win this round, as their loss bonus is making it so no matter what they buy, they can buy the next round. That's the power of loss bonus. That's the power of economy shift here.
Saying lose all your rounds in Valorant so you can get that loss bonus? What I'm hearing. Edge is gone. Okay, anyways, like you were saying, though, going to be important. They got the full buy back up into it. Ultimates as well will be important here. Get the KJ. Now that's going to be huge. Oh, welcome back, Edgy. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. My Discord decided to just have a little bit of a seizure. But talking about seizure, who do you think's going to seize the win here?
I definitely think High Roller Org are still looking way too good. Gelato Pack, they have a lockdown, maybe if they want to use it eventually. We'll see if they want to pull down one of these sites or push them out or do something with it. But trying to shut down these 7 rounds in a row would be good, because we don't want to end the half 10-2. That might not be the most valuable thing in the world to you if you want to make it to those finals, because this is only a best of 1. So you don't really have much chance else to battle back if you lose this game right here. You'll have to wait till next week, won't you, Edu?
Well, someone's going to have to wait. Somebody will. But honestly, what I'm looking at now is just how these guys have been able to really just connect the shots, connect the dots, and do the damage here. It comes down each week to which team is more consistent. Mimic GG held that title for a long time. Then we saw Red Flag hold that title. And if you look at the Battlefy for today's tournament, you might notice Mimic GG lost to Red Flag. So there's a good chance if they are our finalists, they're going to win it again, unless one of these teams on this side of the semis can really just impress us today.
That's the hope. I always love new winners, as much as it's nice to build a storyline week after week and see one team dominant. It's nice to have some new faces. Speaking of new faces, MC might be seeing some new faces down that A long, as again, High Roller, they've been really good at just taking their sites, getting control over them, and then winning their gun duels. That's just been the most important thing, other than at certain times.
30 seconds
gonna be
left.
holding for now. They also love playing into like the final 30 seconds for some reason.
But take your time. You got to be slow with it. But what isn't slow is how these guys are now holding W key down now that they have very limited time to push it. Poo Poo McDoo-Doo making sure to get these headshots. That's what you need to be seeing. Finally, we're seeing the shots fly from the player. I mean, Llama, they don't even have enough time to plant. They have to go for a triple kill here.
That's not happening. Sai might get one here right at the end, and the Omen's gonna go way up in heaven. But like you said, really good job, I gotta say, for the first time from Gelato Pack to actually not fall for the bait of going to the other side of the map and sticking to A, holding there, and then just winning those gun duels. Actually, really fortunate that MC did get a triple kill there, because they were in a slightly awkward position in that hell position. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it works out at the end of the day.
I mean, definitely feels good to see how these guys are going to be able to just duke it out. But I will also point out, HRO, they have finally lost their streak. 7 in a row shut down here with 2 more rounds to go in the half. So there is a chance that they can get thrown off the board here. Let's see what keeps happening. I keep getting Discord notifications from, what is it? These bots that keep adding me, asking if they want to do graphic design work. I mean, careful, everybody. That's a really good deal.
Is, you know, it's like definitely not a scam.
Oh, not a scam at all? What?
No, it's not like those unscaming things. By the way, they're rushing down C, so we'll see. There is 2 players here, so it's gonna be a little bit tough to battle into them. It will be that defender Killjoy immediately popping out that lockdown here to try and shut them out of sight. So Sign Co, though, they didn't plant. They didn't really lose anybody, so they kind of took the lockdown. It's kind of a robbery, Edu. They took the lockdown and walked out for free. Like,
yeah, I mean, it works. Defense Killjoy, not able to really do anything, and that's a big waste in potential. I mean, what does it even do? Like, congratulations, you might have shaved off 5 seconds, but do you not remember how attack has been playing? They are okay with having it go down in the last 30 seconds, as we're now back on A in the last 30 seconds.
Mito will be in that tough position this time. Sai gonna take down the opposing jet who popped up last time. Mito has to try and battle back, but unfortunately Python, the Sova and Sova violence goes their way. Now again, IV3 post plan seems like the same dang story written over and over and over and over. Let's see if these 3 players can do it. One of them, Jedi, not full HP either.
Yeah, not exactly looking good, but they might have to use the force to really just force their way on a site. Here we go. Dial. Aiming headshot level, just not on the same axis. Secret is going to be getting a nice double down before falling. And it's just 1 remaining. Spooky teleporting in a great position here for Red to just walk right into.
Yeah, easily cleaned up. Really good teleport at the end of the round. Spooky, good job to battle back after losing that last round here. So we go to the last round, and it's like you said, it seems like they've been just holding on, Gelato Pack, speaking of that they've just been holding onto these ultimates way too long. That even when they're using them, they're not getting too much value, and staring down a 9-3 half with this very crappy buy.
Yeah, with this very, very crappy buy, this could not be worse for them. It is now last round before the swap. They got to 3, so they have the chance with the 9-3. There's no 10-2 here, but look at that. An ultimate now popping. They're running the knives down and getting traded off. Uh-oh. A 1-for-1. But here, let's see what else can happen.
Also been their big attacking threat, like Jet MCU has been able to get so many kills. Jared, they're not sneaking in, trying to maybe grab a rifle or something off the bodies. Again, is Lotto. They have pistols. Jedi, though, was the only one that did buy, so we'll be able to take down one with a rifle, maybe trying to pull the teammates over. That Hunter's Fury just throwing out through the smoke. Jedi does have to be careful. 69 HP, the funny number, maybe giving them the luck they need. Battle back through this round. Send out some cover, has the ultimate as well if they maybe want to do something, but looks like that shock dart will perfectly give them that information to work with right now. The turret from Red as well will get some defense, and that's some good utility, but Sai is just pumping out bullets through the smoke. Red able to get one back with the frenzy here. Kyle, the shots are just so much better. Frenzy.
Spike down.
Frenzy clutch here would be a triple.
30
Spike
seconds left.
30 seconds. Stinger picked back up. Someone has to know here. The shock dart. Have to know. You have to know.
He's really convinced that there's someone on site. I mean, there goes 20 seconds at a time. This frenzy can actually clutch this round. Oh, good effort, but
Stop.
9-3. You know, I do find it kind of strange. Python being the last player standing on Sova, still having both the shock darts and an owl drone. Where was he in the early game, in the early round? Because that is some utility that you do not want to see last to the very end.
Oh, it's not, but I think both of them kind of lasting right to the end. I think that was very dangerous because Red played that absolutely perfectly, especially with a frenzy. Like, there is no way 3 players alive you should be able to survive it, but you do. You die at the end, unfortunately. Can't get the bullets on point. So the swap is now here. 9-3 will be the score at halftime. High Roller Org. You got to be happy with that, leading by 6 rounds, and now going into past a round of your own. We'll see what you can do.
Yeah, well, let's see if they are going to be doing their best. Now 9-3, now 3-9, now a big deficit of 6 rounds. But here we go. Poo Poo McDoo-Doo doing it down on site with style. Now let's see if he can keep that going, as now it is a big rotate. You're seeing the Killjoy, the Omen, and the Breach making their way back to A after their teammate got clapped. But what I am noticing from attack is they're reading it. They're hitting up C, which is now left alone, while they still have one player anchoring, lurking on A to maybe get those exit frags.
That's a possibility. I think there's also an alt orb as well here. Could be big. That turret will see out the Killjoy, just do a little tiny bit of damage, not too much, but that also does alert High Roller Org that there's some players here. There's smoke here as well. That Shock is going to come through, hitting secrets, and that Shock Dart will be able to reveal the location. Now just so much utility trying to be invested to get rid of secrets there. Finally, they do. Trade, nonetheless, Jedi should get the plant down. And does this defense come through? Because for High Roller Org, they have 2 points of attack they could walk through, but it just seems like the crossfire is so good right now. Again, these early rounds, you don't have the most utility in the world. They're tucked away beautifully. That Shock Dart will hit Jedi. It's going to be tough to walk in. There you go. Python trading. Kyle, another. Somehow it's possible. The pack of sight is just all theirs now. 2 players hurt, though, and that spike is still ticking.
Yeah, defense, they want to take this pistol round. They might be able to, but the bomb's slowly getting tapped. That's going to give all the information you need. Bait it out, but no faith in your teammate, and you're going to get shock darted.
No.
Oh, they stick it anyways.
Stuck it.
Yeah, it just works. You got to have faith in your teammate. If it's a 1v2, stick it. If you lose, you can blame one person instead of 2 people.
Like that. I'll use that here now. Roller Org, though, a second back-to-back pistol round for them. So they get another extra round right after. So should, in reality, Edu be 11-3, which is, I don't think a scoreline anyone in Valorant would want to be sitting on. So
yeah, no one wants to be 11-3, but here's the thing. You don't have an option. You don't have a choice in that matter at that point. If you're in 11-3, congratulations. They have taken your keyboard and mouse away from you, put you in a timeout, put you in the corner, have you sit in a corner with a dunce cap on, thinking about your failures. Ooh, good stun. Good counter.
oh, he sees your shoulder.
Yeah, and that's a free spike. Okay.
Okay, yeah. It's such an awkward spot for the spike to be down into. Like,
yeah,
behind a
you
box.
have
Like,
to get so aggressive into trying to grab. I mean, maybe Jedi can TP onto it and TP off of it. Nah, Jedi's just going to die. Oh, that's a pick. All right, it's not flawless. Good job, Red.
One. Unfortunately, not enough. As, like you said, as soon as you lose that spike, it's just such a scuffed round. Like you said, there's no way, unless you send every single member to try and get it, you definitely suffer casualties as well. So we get on to a good round, hopefully, for Gelato. They should have better weaponry, but we know from before, sometimes high rollers can make kind of nothing out of, or something out of nothing, rather.
Yeah, but let's see if they are going to be able to make it bleed, make it rain, make it bring the pain. They're running it down. Poo Poo McDoo-Doo running up close and personal with these enemies, now holding that W key down with a newly found Vandal. But let's see if this guy is going to act like a Vandal, like a bandit, make out of there with some cash in hand, or if they're just going to waste their time. All the util so far getting done for dusted and nothing. Sai, Marshall diffing it up.
Powerful the weapon is. There you go. Python running it in.
Spike
2
down
kills
A.
already for them. Jared
One
gets
enemy
immediate trade on
remaining.
back. He's gonna be looking here. Gets traded out, actually. That Marshall, though, hitting so hard and on a round that Gelato should have won. It's High Roller Org. They're on match point, and I mean, losing that buy round, Edu. Look at it. It shambles for Gelato.
Yeah, this Gelato might not come from Italy. It just doesn't seem the as authentic of gameplay as we'd like to be seeing here. I mean, losing a bonus round when you had huge weapon advantage because of a triple kill with a scout and a double kill from a Spectre, it comes down to some really unique end games of rounds here. But talking about end game, this could be the end of the game here.
to buy whatever they could. I mean, it's a Spectre for your Jet. It's
Placing swarm grenade.
not a lot, that's for sure.
Swarm grenade out.
It's got a Sheriff. Maybe they can take a pick and maybe take the weaponry, but it's just Secrets holding out Garage here. There's no way you push on through the smoke. With guns on the other side. High Roller Orc also have so much round advantage. Even if you win this one, Edu, it's so doomed.
Yeah, you can win it, but then you have to win 8 more in a row. Okay, it's 9 in a row to make it to the show here. And now, Poopa McDoodoo, he's trying his best and putting in the effort, but like the name suggests, maybe he just isn't good enough. That's going to be another pick. That's another one down with Util, and it's just one remaining on site. Jared, who is maybe gonna die. What a round. 3-13. A deficit of 10 to end out this semi. That was a pretty fast one.
Was maybe the quickest round of Valorant I've ever watched on Frost. I'm not gonna lie. That was
I think we've seen faster, but I think it's the fact that most of those rounds they either got the bomb plant immediately and lost a round, or it went all the way to the end there. But obviously, great attempt from everybody, but at the same time, an amazing showing here from HRO, who we haven't seen get this far in the Frost tournament in quite some time. So seeing who they're going to be competing up against next is going to be quite exciting for me, as I can't wait to see if Red Flag is going to be back again in the first place seat, or how their game is going. Obviously, with how fast that ended, their semifinal is still cooking up here. So Llama, what are your predictions about that upper bracket?
I mean, it's just hard to bet against Red Flag. It's like you said, although it is, we always like to see a new team up and coming. It's that recency bias. Like you said, they literally won last week. That 2-day event, that was all them. They've been doing really good overall in Frost tournaments in recent weeks. So I feel like recency bias does kind of make me want to favor them. But I think it'll be interesting because High Roller Org, they get some time to possibly rest here. They absolutely smash this series and, might be able to, like you said, give them a run for their money.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see if that is going to be what is going to happen. Run for your money or run with the money. Run in and take it away. It's, of course, going to not be as expensive as last week's tournament for 250, but back again at 51. I can't wait to see who's going to win the game and say that I've won. But with that being said, GG's to the other team that we just watched compete. I mean, you guys did a great job for Gelato Pack, but at the end of the day, it's about who makes it all the way to the end. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break as we wait for the next team. But hey, even longer than that is we don't know if that team is still ready. So if you guys want to check it out, !bracket. Sorry, I thought ! Battlefy. That doesn't work. ! Bracket to check the Battlefy to see when that gets updated. But thanks again for watching. We will be right back.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out till the morning light? Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell? So what the hell? What are you waiting for now? And what the hell? You're pretending that you like somebody else. Like you got boys waiting in line to take you home. But tell the truth, you spend the night alone. Let's be alone. So why don't we stay out till the morning light? Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? Are you ready so what the hell? So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? By yourself. Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell?
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. I have come, it's cold and losing my control. The light is gone, the night has come, it's crazy. The night is gone, the lonely dark. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. I'm way too complicated. I stop these conversations. Night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Frost Esports. Still here with our weekly Valorant tournament. We are here into the grand finals, a best of 3 matchup. It's going to be an exciting one. Still here, Llama with Edu.
Yeah, and Llama, I gotta hand it to you. That first game was insanely disappointing. But with this one, I don't think it's going to be the same way. HRO, as people have said in chat, are cracked, but let's see who's really coming out from the crack fold. Who's coming out from the other semis? That's right. It's going to be the wonderful team of GG Red Flag with an @ in it for some reason. Thanks, Nick. But with that being said, these guys are ready. They're ready to rock. They're ready to roll, and they should have everything they need to find this damage. But I will also point out, Animal is on the side of GG Red Flag, and when Animal is in the chat, their community is in the chat to hype us up. So if you're here to say GG Red Flag is gonna win it, then I want to hear it. Is GG Red Flag gonna win, or are we gonna see HRO high roll their way all the way through this game?
Obviously, we are into Agent Select, but sound off. We want to hear who you're supporting here for this best of 3 matchup. Obviously, we're starting on Lotus, the fun map with all of the destroyable everything, lots of different ways to move through it, and it looks like they're hovering right now for Amir, so I think it's going to be boring once again. We'll just have, again, that KJ to kind of focus. Again, no Hunter's Fury, pretty much for both them means if you have a lockdown, you'll just have way bigger of an advantage, but, you know, with it being so many multiple sites, you got to be careful on which one you use it at.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit careful here. You have to try to lock this in, lock this down, and keep this game moving. But I will also point out, these are teams that we've seen really start doing the damage, dish it out, and take it. But if we're ready to make this game feel clean, then we're going to have all of the support from you guys in chat. Talking to you, Kylene. But with that being said, everybody here should have some fun. Lotus, especially, is a map of differences, but let's follow our observer, Nick NCS, from all the way across the pond in the UK, our producer, our observer, and our glorified British person with bad takes on food. Let's see who's going to be doing the most amount of damage here.
We'll see here. Obviously, like we said, best of 3. So this won't be the only map we see. I would love to see 3 between these two teams to battle it out for all of that prize pool. Again, the winning team gets all of it. The second place team gets nothing except maybe a nice silver medal, a feel good, some extra clout for getting that position. But it's going to be GG Red Flag starting here on the offense. So we'll see what they get to put forward, and we'll see what High Roll or get to put forward on the defense.
Yeah, already starting off with Rice Ball leading the charge on the sky, sending in a dog to make sure to just get some info. We'll spot out the turret, and this is going to be a quick B push. I would not be surprised if they didn't, or if they did just choose to plant here. And yeah, they are already less than 10 seconds in the round. They're already on site with the bomb now planted.
Quick, hold on, spike down. Shift is going to hold down here under this little platform area, and they have a lot of players in, but B again is one of those sites where there are a lot of angles, a lot of places to collapse upon. High Roller, they do have a lot of damage done to their HP bars. Walking through that Viper wall as well will do something game, but Sai gonna be able to take the first, walking in for the second. Kyle assisting them there. Rice Ballin will be able to take one back, but the site is now theirs. 3v3 will go through. Bloodbath here on the B site, as finally it comes down to just a 2v1. HP bars very low. That defuse gonna come through. Those paint shells gonna try and stall out the 2v1. You gotta trust your teammate, but it might just be too late here. That spike ticking, and Rice Ballin is falling out there. The spike will take them out too, but it'll be GG Red Flag clutching up and taking that first round.
Yeah, taking the round already off to a great start here for the side of RF. Now, if RF can keep this going, if Red Flag keeps their flag planted and flying high, they might be able to take this game. But of course, this is very similar to what we saw last time. HRO lost the first 2 rounds and then proceeded to, as we know, 13-3. So I'm not concerned right now. I would be concerned if they lose a bonus round, but until that happens, I think this still can be anybody's game.
Love the stuff from there from Red Flag, showcasing that they are okay going towards the B site. No, traditionally A and C going to be there. First beautiful kill going to come through. Click shift on the raise. Again, the triple bulldog investment from this squad for this round is going to get pretty good. Secret's going to get tagged up from the dog, and that rotating door is going to get you out pretty easily. Spooky doesn't really have the weaponry to fight. Alvin able to get him down with the Sheriff. Kyle Sheriff not able to hit either. Click shift on a triple kill here. Those paint shells will stall out for just a little bit of time, but it's already a flawless, and the round's already over.
Wow, quick round, but as expected, second round is one of the toughest to win if you are losing pistol rounds. So honestly, you can kind of expect that to be the way it goes. But now let's see how it goes with rifles in hand. This is where defense should be able to pick up the paces. All 5 of their players now rocking Vandals. This is the head tap God gun. It is the weapon that everybody wants in their team's arsenal, and they now have it. But looking at how close ultimates are, we are 3 away from Size, 2 away from Rice Ballins, and I think if Rice Ballin gets an early ultimate, that info alone can help them win a round, especially on a big map like Lotus.
Here's absolutely massive. Quick Shift, though, did take a little bit of damage on the entrance into the A rubble, but everybody's blinded, but it doesn't even matter because Sai is still there to back up the team. Secrets gets
down
another
A.
as well. Huge
One
shot.
enemy remaining.
Sai takes the heads off the shoulders. Secrets, both of them on a double here, as just down to the KJ. Alvin, you're alone. You got a turret, but this dog is coming for you. Behind you. So we can go. Not the spiky.
Huh. 1 minute. Bomb down. 5 against 1. Probably in a rough spot. But if Alvin is the leader of the Chipmunks, and this player could be singing a fancy tune here to maybe win this out. And they got Fly in their name, but let's see if they're not flying high. No rip. No chance. Kyle, good effort from the side of attack. But honestly, that's kind of what you would expect from the curve here. But the fact that it was flawless, very similar to what happened before.
Very similar, but I will say the shots definitely on point. Lovely stuff to see there. Shut down that A push from the front to the back. And let's say Sai and Kyle really backing each other up there. And Sai now with those kills will have the big ultimate available. That big booming rocket launcher that can change entireties of the rounds is now in their pockets. But now everybody's got rifles. It seems like everybody's got the Vandal as well. So 10 of them out on the field here. Quick Shift trying to walk on forward in the mount to maybe gain some space. But again, they're just playing default for now, Edu. They're just trying to gain some information.
Absolutely. And let's see if they are going to be able to do enough here. Looking at Alvin now. Off of that previous round, last player standing now might be the first player to get a kill as they are just working it going. Here we are. Very passive, very slow paced here. I mean, it's kind of unexpected that we aren't seeing any real aggression yet, but I think Red Flag is showing that they really respect these enemies right now. And if you have respect for the people you're playing against, it could be a pretty close game. But talk about close. It's a big ultimate now. Hopefully getting fine 1, but Sai, ran down and really messed up whoever wasn't in spawn.
They gave up space too. Like, they invested a smoke there. They only have now 1 player towards the backside of A, so it's possibly free sight from GG Red Flag as they will be getting down this
30
plant.
seconds
Alvin
left.
moving down back to see if anybody does rotate around to try and collapse. Doesn't happen, and now we get into the post plant. Everybody's favorite time of the match, where that Viper Wall will go down to block off those sight lines. Again, that height advantage can be tough to deal with that point. Python, though, is going to dip around here. Good, 2 of them. The kills count them up for High Roller Org as they start to close out on this site. A lot of utility invested to hold it down, but Quick Shift has got a little bit of good aim as well here. Kyle trades on back. The defuse already being held. They only have the KJ left. It's going to be Alvin trying to do something. Gets 2, but it will be High Roller Org able to collapse upon and take that round.
Yeah, and now taking around 2-2. Very close game so far. I mean, they are doing what we saw them do before, where they managed to lose the first 2, win the next 2, and now, because they won this round as well, they have that momentum build. It's all about how these attackers can manage to take a site and hold a site with only sheriffs and a few ultimates here. 1 away for Quick Shift, though. If they manage to pick up this orb, that's an entry ultimate that almost guarantees a kill if there is someone on that site.
Be big. We'll see if Quick Shift can get forward and grab it. Doesn't seem like they want it, so they're going to clear out B first to make sure. Find the turret, send the dog. And Quick Shift does not want to grab the orb, I guess. We'll push forward into B. They got a lot of space, actually. Blast backing forward. Shift a Sheriff in the smoke. Not the most comfortable. Secret's watching for that angle, so yes, you have B control, but what weaponry are you going to be able to fight this out, Edu?
I think the weaponry they got to bring to the table is just a big iron on their hip. But it's Sai getting a nice clean shot down. But that nade might be able to completely shut down this KJ ultimate. But no, it doesn't. And they're still just running it down. There's the pick. But wait, Spooky doesn't have enough time and will get stuck here. but it's only one. Good luck trying to finish that off. HRO will secure a second round here.
Way you can walk into this. Flash on out, they'll get the burn, but teleport in to finish the kill. Kyle, really good aim right at the end. And like I said, it's a little bit tough there for Red Flag to push in, but you kind of called it. They should have just picked up that ult, or they would have had the showstopper, and that could have been a completely different round.
Yeah, they definitely had the ability to work it out, but now they have their ultimate now. So with this ulti, they should be able to stop the show, stop the momentum that's being built up here by the side of HRO. But if you want to stop the show with HRO leading it, you're going to have to do it now. This is the only round that really matters if they want to try to win this half, because we saw what HRO does with momentum in hand.
Go 13-3. That's exactly what they do. Right now, though, they're trying to shut down the momentum that Red Flag is trying to build for themselves onto this A site. Now, they grabbed mound control. A little bit dangerous spot if you haven't, cleared up through that B area, too. So they have to back off it. Don't want to get caught on the side there. So back off. Slow it down just a little bit. It looks like down. There you go. Seeing some players this guy is going to. So the rotations are definitely going to come on through that Viper wall. Already invested along with those Seekers to grab the information. But they got to be careful. Rice balling with an early entrance frag. We'll get the spike down and a positive player on this post plan.
Yeah, now in that post plan position, they are looking pretty clean. Nade now coming through to try to hit these players down. But Python walking right into Alvin. Unfortunately, they're just anchoring this link spot, and very strange to watch two players sitting in that spot, but it works because it's just such an uncommon strat. It works. But now we're seeing the ultimate now pop up. Spooky here for something. A size ready for more. Nothing in tree. This is all about the post plant, and what an unfortunate blind. Spooky, what can you do? Oh no, they didn't get it. Managed to bunny up away.
What? Oh, man. Spooky dies there, unfortunately, to the bomb, too, but I don't even know how they got those kills there. Like, I feel that should have been cleaned up pretty easily, but Red Flag are still able to explode the bomb. Not enough time, rather, left for High Roller, or Red Flag just, I guess, did good enough time to stall out. It seems like it just wasn't possible there, but they do it.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely did it. Now 3-3. This is where you needed to find the comeback. But look at how expensive of a round that was. How many ultimates did they use? Yeah. They used click shifts, and that's actually it. I really thought that it was going to be more of an impact or more of a pushback, but I think they had enough post plan to not worry about it. Now Animal one away, and we all know Animal's one of the better players on Viper in this game, so can't wait to see what happens with that. But again, 3-3, already first blood going down with a very strange TP in from Yukine.
Good. This site, though, is going to be taken up all by Red Flag. They did lose one player on the entrance to it. Python through the wall. Be able to take down Quick Shift. That Raze going to be down the Viper's Pit. Going to be vested here by Red Flag. Try to get as much space as they can. But again, all of these sites on Lotus are tough to hold unless you have something to protect yourself. That Viper's Pit, yes, it gives you cover, but there's still so many angles. Waterfall is going to be the entrance, what it seems like for High Roller, or through the smoke, doing some damage here. That Killjoy is going to push you out. That Viper's Pit is either going to have to be canceled, or you're just going to sit in it and die. Now it falls. A 5v2. You gotta run. Riceballin will get one on the exit. Defuse is already coming through, though. Riceballin got detained. They're both detained, actually. It'll be a nice, easy cleanup from High Roller Org.
Wow, HRO absolutely just crushing it like they're taking HRT. They are pushing themselves beyond. They are training themselves up here with a strong amount of performance. But let's see if these guys are going to be performance enough or have the performance enough to keep up this momentum. As 4-3, not terrible. They did allow one of their rounds to get taken back, though. But unfortunately for the side here of attack, it's back again with just Sheriffs and Classics here, Llama.
Back to the 3 Sheriffs in this town for Red Flag. For High Roller Org, I mean, you talk about what they can do with momentum. I mean, we literally saw it on stream for our last one, so it's dangerous to give them this much. Once again, Psy opening it up there. Animal gonna get taken down. No Viper, and you talk about that, still has the Showstopper up available. Good for shutting down those eco rounds. I don't know if they actually want to use it just because they have all of those rifles available, but they did give up some positioning towards C. There is some utility if red flag does walk too far forward, but trying to play a little bit slow. Yukeen is going to have that sheriff just like the rest of the team.
There we go. Alvin, ready for something. The rest of their team just taking only damage. Quick Shift is here to try to get the trades. Manages to get one, but down to 20 HP. Has to get this pick on a Kyle, but Kyle, he's surrounded, but his teammates are going to be able to come to his aid. And that is defense winning another round, near flawlessing it with only one player down.
Okay.
Stuff. HRO. Good stuff. Doing some amazing stuff here in this game 1 of the grand finals. Now on 5 rounds, I gotta say, after dropping that pistol, they are still looking so good. And now Edu, they got 3 ultimates, so they gotta be feeling good too. I'm gonna be picked up. Ethan. Not a Sova this time, but we'll still have that Odin to see if they can realize that. A lot of big damage can be annoying. Can spray through some walls as well. Kasai gonna get taken down this time first, so no Raze, who has the ability to kind of dip around some of these Lotus corners. Kyle gonna get cut down on the high ground, perfectly waiting out of that position. Red flag sensing out all of these kind of setup plays. Now they're in sight. I mean, Rice Ballin should be able to protect as this plant goes down from Animal. Yes, there are 2 players up here near the spawn, but Quick Shift once again through the wall will get a beautiful kill. Now down to Spooky, all on their own. Maybe try and battle for it, but no, Quick Shift gonna be on a triple. A flawless round from Red Flag, and that's one they needed.
Just some good old hard.
Yeah, that is what they're going to need here. It's the kind of gameplay that's definitely important to see, but 5-4, back and forth is how this game feels. They are really just rocking it up and down. But now I got to point out, is that a Omen with an operator there, Llama?
It is. You're not blind. It is.
Oh, yay.
This is like the like eye test. They give you at the doctor instead of letters. It's like, is that an Omen with an operator? Yes. That is. There you go. You got 20/20 vision, and now you're ready to go for this next round. Round number 10, an important one as we get closer and closer to ending off this half. Both of those showstoppers are going to be available to work with. Alvin might uncover pressure here. Runs into the turret. Will back off for now. That smoke gives them that extra little bit of cover. This time, though, the smoke going to allow that boom bot to destroyed. Alvin backs up here, but the team will be pushing forward here into A. It really has seemed like a little bit more successful for Red Flag, so they get onto the site pretty easily and should be able to get the spike down in this box spot.
Yeah, in the default point planted for tree, these guys are ready to plant this game in their favor. Hopefully tying this up 5-5, but they still have to manage to get past some ultimates here. There's one, and here's the second. What are they about to do with this? Sai, bye-bye to Animal, but a good trade. Annie will be able to get one pick down. Beautiful job. Now, where is the rest? Spooky grabs Rice Ballin. Secret pulls out a bird. You're trying to show each other your pet cockatiel, unfortunately, is going to let you get knocked down as Alvin's now ready to try to get some picks here, but the attack, they need to get these bomb carriers down. Spooky, good for one. You can go for 2. An attack has tied the game 5-5.
Played that. I mean, the teammate on 12 HP, I thought that was going to be dangerous, walk out through tree, but they just do a good job to get the first, get the second, get that round done and dusted for themselves. I gotta say, really back and forth matchup for the first map of this best of 3, but we go into round number 11, which is kind of a dangerous round. I mean, you can see the funds are kind of low for High Roller Org, so if they lose this one, it's possible they walk into the half at 5-7, which if you're a team that builds up momentum, maybe not something you exactly want, but still an opportunity here with some decent rifles. It's gonna be a fast walkout, it looks like, here from Quick Shift. Find anybody just yet, but those blinds coming through, that wall coming up, a pretty regular wall, but that pressure is just gonna be smoke. They're going to see.
Yeah, they do get a beautiful amount of space to take to the C site, but look at that HRO. They're trying their best, but Spooky might be able to use an ultimate to try to force these players back, and yes, they will be able to, but sitting too far back, you're going to want to try to stay in that ultimate as long as you can before having to bail. There it is. Oh, Animal taken down by the Sentinel. Spooky grabs click shift, and they're ready for some more. Spotting another, and it's a bunny hopping player. Alvin flying through, grabbing more, and there's another one down. There's a quad. Can we see an ace from Alvin? An A for the A to make it another great game. Let's see. Or it could be a clutch up. Kyle in a 1v2. This is an Omen. Needs to work it down here. They have yet to plant the spike, though. They're waiting for Kyle to show himself here.
30 seconds
Oh, bad
left.
timing.
Dangerous.
That bot is...
Bad.
What do they do against this bot?
I was just waiting.
Shadows traveling.
Spike
Down.
planted. One enemy
Ooh,
remaining.
Kyle gets the first. Ace denied. Yukin gonna try and sit down in this smoke. Once that smoke goes down, both players gonna be able to see each other. Who will be able to see each other first? Kyle. So be careful. There you go. Smoke goes down. Yukin ready to get it. Oh, it was, I would say, right on the edge of my
Last
seat for
round before
all
the
of the end
switch.
of that round, but red flag win it with one player still standing. Barely.
There we go. I mean, 6-6 is the ideal goal here. 5-7, you don't want to be there. And so far, this is already a better game than what we saw in the semis here, as neither team is stuck down at 3. And we're seeing both of these guys really just putting all that they have forward. So far, I will point out Psy being that top frag for HRO is going to be incredibly powerful on attack as well. But let's see what they can do in this final round with not the best buys. No armor on Secrets, a light armor Guardian on Python, and only a Stinger on Psy. This is going to be do or die.
Walking forward, though, they took mound control. They're trying to get some of these picks early to maybe take a rifle or two off of them. Now, Bird does blind out Python for just a little bit of time. They're going to walk here soon. That Viper's wall is there. That dog is going to see out both of them with the shots being done. Spooky able to take the first kill. We'll slow it down for just a little bit, as this mound space is actually really hard to push into for either B or C. So looks like maybe A might be there, but Rice Ballin able to get the trade right onto Python. Not even a trade, just gets the kill all on its lonesome. So yeah, the rotate towards A should be pretty easy. I mean, Omen's the only one there.
Yeah, if they do rotate to A, you say it can be easy, but you got to remember that's Kyle on the site. Currently the second atop frag of the lobby, and 11-7 might be able to keep that going. Case in point, there's one before the trade. So yeah, was it easy to get on site?
30
No,
seconds left.
but here we go. Click shift, blinded by his own teammate. Secrets taking out Yukin. Rice Ball gets Secrets, and it's a 2v2.
Approaching the back site too here. Psy looking for a wrap around. These Rays run into each other. Psy, the flick is absolutely nutty.
10 seconds
Holy
left.
gosh, the plant isn't down either. You gotta go, Rice Ball, and you gotta get 2 kills. It's just too late. Running out of time. The spike has to go down now. Gets it right in the nick of time, but Ray's gonna dive right on inside. Looking for him. Won't be able to get it. Rice Ballin. The ace is denied as Spooky wins the round for High Roller Org.
Wow. Spooky now taking that round clean as ever, making it 6-6, tying this up. And that is impressive. Being able to tie the round when you started off with 3 players having light buys is pretty powerful. But now switching the sides, who do you think has the advantage here? Both teams have a mirrored team composition. So which team, when it comes to a fundamental player base, do you think has a more aggressive playstyle? Is it going to be the newfound players on attack? Are they going to have a better time? Like, this is where we're going to need to see one of these teams pick up the pace, or we could go to overtime.
I feel like High Roller Org have a little bit better offensive prowess throughout this game. Like, they've been walking forward, they've been taking space, even on the defense. And we're talking about Psy, the top frag on the Rays, who has the mobility to get around some of these short corners on this map. I really feel like that's going to help them, but they're going to still have to, do it. I mean, you're still tied up 6-6. You're going to have to battle. And if you start to slip up and lose that momentum, they could run away with the game.
And here we go. Psy, ready to maybe make these players take some bit of damaging. Alvin should be able to be in a position to shut these players back, shut them out, and lock this down. This could be pretty rough. And I just remembered I left a cup on my car hood. Really disappointed because that has like some soda in it. Might have to be right back because I don't want it to rust my car. But no, we just kidding. Let's see this though. Pistol round takes the damage down on Spooky with a nade, but they got a Sky, so easy heals. Oh my god, they're relentless to this poor Raze.
Let him in, finally. Org will get back together after back in. Spooky will be tossing some utility to try and cut out some of those angles, but Psy is cutting off their life right now. Click shift gonna be cut down. Yukon Rice Ball though, right back with 2 kills here from Psy, closing down this site. They got control, but they gotta be careful. I want to plant it here. Only 18 seconds, but they got to plant quick as soon as that audio cue gonna come down.
Spike planted.
Now won't be able to see anything, but we'll be able to hit the headshot. How about 2 with Animal to back him up? Be 1 right here at the end side. Got to do crazy things. Alvin, the shots are just so dang crazy good.
Absolutely crazy there. I agree with you in that call out, Llama, and these guys are going to feel called out. Psy at the top, 15-9. Unfortunately, not doing enough to win that round for their team, and I think they really tried. I mean, that was 3 kills under their belt to help them get onto the site, but at the end of the day, if your whole team isn't competing at the same tier, it's going to be pretty tough to win rounds. But we're seeing this game be very close, not only in score, but also on the kill board. So looking at this now, 15-12, 9-8-6 versus 12-12, 9-8-3. So things are very similar on either side.
I'd also like to mention it was kind of tough for them last round. They didn't have their full squad with them when that attack came in. They had some players a little bit lagging behind. So we'll see if they can get all together this time. Python's actually locking up heavy towards Mound. Again, they have lesser buy this time of the 2. No shots through the smoke there will connect as they are pulling players over though, but I think both teams are coming this way. Gotta be careful with so many players on C site. It is so hard to get that entrance and you take that extra step forward. There's ways to get in through B as well. Click shift. Nice little rifle. We'll be able to take down Spooky. That Viper gone and out of the composition, but Mound is where it's going to be. Yukine's waiting in the smoke, though, for the first kill to go down. Python undusted, and now they got to battle it out with 3. They're going to walk out on you soon, and Kyle is limping away. Very low HP bars. They're going to get collapsed on here real soon. They got to go.
Yeah, they have to move quickly, but where are they going to go, Llama? I mean, they have a B player currently anchoring it down. They have 1 sitting in A, and they open a door, but unfortunately, for every door that opens, another closes. There is another pick, though. Psy, clean headshot with the Sheriff, looking for another. Let's see if they can find it. Oh, no. It's a showstopper that could be popped, but instead, they're just walking right into the smoke, which should fade any second now.
1 enemy remaining.
There's 1, and there's the other.
That position is just so tough to play from. Like you said, as soon as they lose some players there, they open the door, they get the kill, but get traded out. Obviously, they weren't supposed to win that round, but less red flag, back-to-back pistol rounds, back-to-back 2 in a row to start each of these halves. So they'll take those 4 rounds to their back pocket and a 2-round lead for right now. But we'll get to see some rifles from High Roller Org, so hopefully they'll be able to do a little bit better.
Hopefully. I mean, that's a big hopeful here. 6-8. This is looking pretty tough, but I'm looking more so towards the player of Psy. The showstopper still available. The only person with an ultimate, but a hero. Okay, Python. That is going to be a trade out now, and this is going to be pretty tough.
Free. Okay. They're just in here, I guess. I guess that's what we're doing. We're giving sites for free. They clear all the way through the back side of spawn as well. Maybe the Seekers shut down here, but kill is being traded as well. On the wrong sides of the map, by the way. Get to the back side here, Kyle and go. They'll be all grouped up. They do have to be a little bit careful. That spike is in such a beautiful spot, actually.
Yeah, it's in a pretty great spot for the post plant here, but at the same time, if they can't hold that angle because they get stacked up, they could have a little bit of an issue. But this is going to help. Never mind. Click Shift has the tracking for it, and Rice Balling can clean it up. Okay. All right. We're seeing a bonus round win from the side of defense, and that is what we want to see for one team to take momentum and take initiative.
My jaw is on the floor. That is a crazy shot. Not only... You talked about it. It's not only just insane tracking. That possibly saved the round. Because, like, that's a showstopper. That's killing probably 2 of your teammates. And, oh, wow. That is huge for Red Flag. And it's a win, like you said, on to High Roller's bonus, where now they're going to be back to pistols. Now they're going to be back to nothing. All that momentum from this momentous team seems to be lost.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be lost here. These guys have been really thrown off the map, and that's kind of concerning here. Quite a bit concerning, but if anybody can stop it, it will be this round moving forward, and let's see what they can do. I like what we've seen so much, but with this, Secrets now right around the corner should be able to just hit these shots, and uh-oh, that's a lot of damage.
It's gonna fly out there. Might have seen some players, but Alvin's going to get that first kill here. It's going to be a Russian, and they do have to be careful because that flank play is coming in, but Click Shift makes sure to kill the player watching for them, but they got to know these players are coming. It's, again, such weird rotations. I mean, they're playing on the wrong side. UConn is playing on the right side. Secrets. It's that headshot with the Sheriff. Again, this eco round trying to evolve into something, anything here. I just tucked away. Here all alone in the B site. Also doesn't have the spike picked up. We'll want to do that eventually. Secrets.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
Come on.
Well, I think Sai can maybe get
I
one.
have the spike.
Maybe.
There's a gun right in front of him to try to pick up for an easy push-up. 26 rounds in it. 15 seconds.
No.
Wow.
How? HP. Away. Okay. Flag.
Okay.
My lord. They have some just crazy shots. I mean, that's crazy from UConn. Like, 10 HP wins that duel. Gets them onto double digits. Around.
Well, let's see this now. Honestly, double digits on the round, 6 to 10 here, Llama, as you point out. But I'm looking forward to what UConn can do with this ultimate early on. And with how aggressive of a playstyle this has been, they might just use it to get behind people and go for a very aggressive playstyle. But will they do that? Probably not. They play it smart. They play it safe. They win the round. And that's what makes this team so powerful. GG Red Flag is one of the most consistent teams in not overheating, even when they have that advantage. But let's see what Spooky can do for this side of attack, because let's hope, just hope that they can get at least one round here.
That's the real hope.
There.
And obviously for Red Flag, they've been playing so many good flank angles, so many rounds in a row. Like you said, playing aggressive, playing on the opposite side of the map. And here you go, Sai. The paint shells open it up, and Sai closes it down. Spooky as well. Really good kills to open up the round. They got full mount control and should be able to walk free into C unless UConn. Nope. Didn't say anything before the words are taken right out of my mouth. Python, the kill is all theirs. Now it'll just be one lonely Viper. This is exactly the round that High Roller need. Just very slow into a pretty planned out fast attack. I love to see it.
Well, now it's just up to Animal here. And we all know Animal is a great player, but in a 1v5 position, it really just comes down to will they get pushed. If Viper is in a position to get pushed, they should have everything they need to just get 1 or 2 picks. But Attack, knowing that they've taken this round flawlessly with no damage taken, not a single bullet hit anyone that round, tells me that they should be fine in just holding this down and not even getting aggro for any reason. They're like, hey, that Viper probably has enough money. Let's not risk anything. Let's just save all of the weapons we possibly can.
Not too sure High Roller has like the most money. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh. Okay. giving us heart attacks out here. Like, I need to go get medicated, honestly, after that.
I need to be medicated, but not for a heart condition. I'm just an idiot. But let's see what else can happen here with these guys rocking it down. Llama, I'm looking at this round just being consistently pushing this forward. 4-11 is Animal. She was able to save that last round, but will that save lead into this one and get some picks? I know that they've been doing a great job putting the smokes down and trying to buy time, but with how that last round went, I need to see more impact from everyone across the board.
See the impact. How about starting off here on Mound? It's a quick walkout from Red Flag. Click Shift is going to have that operator just in case you see any of the toes. Getting out between that smoke. Doesn't seem like anyone wants to walk forward. Out maybe that operator, that powerful rifle is, again, High Roller Org doing kind of what they did in last round, just starting slow. And then, if we remember last round, they turned it on really, really quickly. Got that attack going very fast. Also, Click Shift does have that showstopper. If you push too far forward, you are going to pay the price. Now, Click Shift did get stunned up by the dog, so back up pretty heavily into the C side is gonna send off that audio cue to the enemy team to back up. I have a rocket. He's gonna walk out, might be able to get a kill as well, but just delay the time down to 45 seconds.
Yeah, delaying it down here, decent, but that ultimate from Click Shift was a little disappointing. And the fact of the matter is these attackers can rotate now. And if they get onto site, we are going to be seeing that Viper Pit come out here from Spooky. And if Spooky can pop it, they should be able to lock this down. But wait a minute. What is Defense Killjoy doing? Excuse me, Alvin. You might need that for something.
It's just nothing. That gives them no space here, and it's going to be Alvin actually getting kills on their side. Maybe it just win the round by brute force. Spike picked up down the side. Pulled down out of this plant, and it's denied. There you go. You're out of time, out of lives here. Red Flag shut down the offense. Although they blew that Killjoy ult, they really won the round with that. No aim. Really good job.
Yeah, and that Killjoy ultimate, I think, is pretty smart because if they know that it has to be a push, it forces players right into your funnel. They know that they can't push C, so if you lock down B, they can't get a quick plant B. So it made sense. It just was very early to use it, but it's a risk. It's kind of like, you know, a risk versus reward. The goal of that ultimate was not to get anyone detained. It was to make sure B was not an option that these guys had and fully send in all of your chips on the C point. So, or A point, sorry. So with that being played, I think it was a worthwhile ultimate. However, did they need it is the real question.
I mean, they were going A anyways, so not 100% sure they did need it, but you know, it is what it is. You know, you don't have it anymore. You'll have to work back to it. So you did win the round. So that is the good news for yourself. Also, by the way, Click Shift has that operator a jump out there, barely avoid the bullet. Heavy one, the 50 cal coming from this operator. Rice ball, early pick actually onto Viper. So no Viper's pit. Secrets and Co. They're pushed very far up here actually into Mound, and C is again so hard to play into, and there's smokes in that one little archway. That's really your only way in unless you get through B.
Oh, big stun. Animal, unfortunately, can't do much when you're stunned, and that is going to be a trade, though. Click Shift taking out Kyle. Bye-bye to your smokes. Or at least one of them, but there's two of them. There's another pick. Alvin making it not so worth it to push the C site. Good luck, Python. That's one, but can you get three more? The bomb, unfortunately, down. Has this ultimate to try to hold it and needs to win this round, or else match point advantage is going to be given over to the defense here. And if that happens, it's GG with Alvin grabbing a clean headshot to finish it off.
Very, very clean.
Match point.
Finish off that round. It'll be Red Flag, like you said, moving on to match point for this first map of possibly 3. And I gotta say, man, they are just cleaning up here on the defense. Like, it was a lot back and forth when they were on offense, back forth here and there, but on defense, man, Red Flag is looking so good. And you look at the buy, Edu, it's definitely not what you want, but you have every ultimate you want. So you really probably have to use 1 or 2 of these if you want to secure the round.
And there we go. Already an early blind there. I mean, does that slow down anything? Yes, it actually builds up a position for Rice Ball to get close enough to maybe hold this angle. And All the smokes are going to make that maybe impossible. And Rice Ball, you're going to have to bail fast. But Psy popping this ultimate isn't going to be able to find anybody quite yet. So very unfortunate there. But this is a free A site, and they should be able to plant the bomb here, Llama.
I mean, you look at Red Flag, they are scattered actually between the map right now, and I don't think they know. Like, it's being planted, and still they have no players here. Alvin gets a kill, by the way, with the turret onto the KJ. That is the most BM way to get one of those, but a player advantage for Red Flag, but they got to be careful pushing onto this when we talk about all those ultimates. But how about the shots? Alvin, a double kill there as their body falls to the ground. Click shift, the operator connects, but Spooky is connecting on those heads. A 1v1 for the game right here. The KJ could do it. Alvin got to watch out, has got to know you're coming into tree. Back up into it, swing, sees the shoulder. Secrets gets the kill and saves the game.
Okay, Secrets keeping them in the game here. But are they keeping it to the point where they can win it? Maybe not. Their team is still very broke. I mean, they can't afford full rifles without light armor. So this is going to be pretty tough. They have ultimates, though. If they get on site, I need to see a Viper Pit as soon as possible. These Viper Pits are crucial in keeping their team on the site for the longest amount of time. And once you have the bomb down, time is all you need.
Definitely is. Need that time. They have two of those actually really good area control ultimates with that lockdown as well. So we'll see. Red Flag also has that one, by the way. So the double bubble of trouble could fly out at any moment with that counter lockdown. But we'll see. ClickShift really loving this mound play. Walking forward with this operator has got a lot of value out of it and can hold down this angle. It's going to keep stepping forward, actually. There's 3 players. Crowd. Oh! Sees the head, has to satchel on back out, as take some damage on the exit, but this operator's still going to be hard to punch through, and Python, just a nice easy kill. Yukon will get the trade back though.
There we are. Secrets grabbing click shift down. And now the Secrets is ready to just get in. Can we use this ultimate to get the info? Yes, we can. We know that there is at least one in main. Psy with an op. Picking this up in a very aggressive position could allow for a good pick and waterfall. The unfortunate thing is that he has no idea that there's nobody there. But Secrets takes out Animal. Annie not having a good game right now, just for bad luck. I mean, every time I see Annie dies from either being stunned, shot through the smoke, or just otherwise an unfortunate position. But talk about fortunateness, it's Secrets. Fortunately being on this team, and the bomb will get planted as it is now a 1v2. Rice Ball keeps this up. Wait, he just blinded himself and ran in.
The Chad play. I mean, what else can you say? Blind yourself and walk in. Why not? But unfortunately, that won't give you the round. And another round here for High Roller. Or good news for Red Flag, they have a couple rounds to spare. But you know, if you start to keep giving these rounds over, it'll be easy for that momentum team. High Roller Org, we talk about it. They dropped the pistol round on their last series and then the 13-3. So we know how that one ended, but right now for High Roller Org, gotta keep winning. I mean, they had a lot of deaths in that round too, so the buy still not the greatest it could possibly be, but they got all the rifles they could want to work with, I feel like.
Yeah, and they now have the ability to maybe bring this game back. Winning 3 in a row when they have one round until they can crush this economy is great. But what? Okay, never punished. Now here's the punishments. There's the damage, but it's 2 for the price of 1 here for the side of defense. They've managed to do a lot of damage on this flank. Get themselves rifles to now make it full rifle versus rifle. Kyle, though, needing to anchor the site, has a judge.
Welcome to my world.
He's sent out to try and clear it again. They're on the wrong sides right now. That Viper's Pit going to give them a lot of space to work with, but Red Flag, they have advantage. They have the ultimates to work with as well. They could counter Viper's Pit if they really are inclined to do so. Just to have a shotgun at these close angles with the Viper's Pit, but they're diving on in. Click shift can be walking around. Rice Ball and gets the first. Click shift gets the second, and Animal will clutch on up. It'll be the defuse just in the nick of time here as Red Flag clutch up this 13th round and take.
Defenders win.
Yeah, honestly, what we just saw there was a very clean showing from both sides, but heavily in the favor in that second half towards the side of GG Red Flag. But it's a best of 3, not a best of 1, as we are now in the finals, as we know. So we should be expecting to see only the best kind of gameplay from these guys moving into the next map here of, I believe, Ascent. Let me double check. I could be wrong. I could be stupid. It is actually... Let me double check here. Ascent, yeah. Yeah, but you typed it accent, Nick.
It's a British person. I mean, what are you going to do?
Oh, it's a British person. Yeah, of course. But with that being said, if they manage to tie up the series 1-1, we will be going into map 3 on Haven. Haven being a pretty solid map as well. Yep. But with Ascent being the next map, you know, and these guys just going off of a mirrored team comp, I'm thinking we're going to see a mirrored and close game yet again.
That's what it feels like. I mean, it feels like both these teams, they worked really hard to get here, but it also seems like they just want to say, we're going to mirror and we can try to do it better. Obviously, both teams are going to think that. Only one of those teams is actually going to be able to do that. And for Red Flag, they already have the first map. If they take this next one, it's over, Edu.
Yeah, if the game ends here, the game ends here. That's just the way that a best of 3 works. But 100 points or $100 split amongst these players is always good. And that's why Frost is one of the most consistent places to compete in. We're at week 51. I mean, that's almost reaching a year. You know, we are not too far off from a year's worth of gameplay, and that's some pretty impressive stuff. But with that being said, we have to get these teammates ready for the next game coming forward. We're probably going to see you guys in Agent Select, as I know some of these guys are going to want a little bit of a break, but Ascent is coming up. We're about to fly high and join you guys on the map of Venice in the sky, and we'll see you guys in just a little bit of time. And welcome back, everybody, to Frost Esports RL. It is week 51, and we are ready to have one round to finish it off. We're at match point already here in the finals of Red Flag GG versus I was about to say HBO, but no, I'm sorry. Against this team here to really HRO to start doing the damage. But welcome everyone back. My name, of course, is Edu, joined by Llama. Llama, what are we about to be looking at?
Valorant. I hope, at least, here in game number 2 here. That's everybody's favorite boring whatever map that we're going to be playing here for map number 2. Obviously, Red Flag took a map at number 1, so going in here into map number 2. If they take it, done for the night. It's all over. But High Roller Org was able to pretty heavily contest, actually, that first game, and you kind of called it maybe a mirrored composition. They are running Cypher already locked in, so we'll see if that is not mirrored. It looks like, yeah, some differences are definitely going to be in here.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of differences here, and hopefully we're going to be seeing enough to really rock these players down. Alvin now in Cypher should be a unique pick. Not having a Killjoy. Outside of the Killjoy pick, we're also seeing another Sentinel, Animal, on a Sage. And Sage being one of the better support characters. Ascent, I think, needs either a Sage or a Skye. You need some kind of healing with how default-esque this can be. So I actually like this pick a lot. And this team composition here from Red Flag GG can be pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy, and you can do good things with that Sage wall as well. You can block off a lot of those really good entrance points with that wall. So exciting to see where they do put that. But like you said, that Cypher, gotta be careful because you don't have a KJ. You don't have that big control ultimate that we talk about that you work towards. So, and KJ comes with a lot of utility. Cypher does as well, but sometimes that turret and other things do a little bit more damage, can be a little bit better overall.
Yeah, I mean, Cypher is one of those characters where you need to have either another, like a second smoke or a second initiator, something that you have. What Killjoy has more so is damage. So if you're going to pick Cypher, you're going to want to lock in other characters with that to pair well to help with the DPS department, whether that be a Raze or something. Unfortunately, they don't really have that. So the damage output of this team composition is less than the damage output from the side of defense, especially considering they don't even have a duelist.
I did not notice that. They don't have a duelist, so that is be a little bit tough to work through, but nonetheless, we start every Valorant game like we usually do in this pistol round here. So going to be exciting. Like we said, Red Flag already got that one map under their belt. They could all right here, like we've talked about actually before. They've been taking a lot of these in the previous weeks and are the defending champions, so they got to defend their crown, Edu.
Yeah, they got to defend their crown. It's got to be pretty close here to try to, keep that thing on their head and keep their heads on their shoulders. But as we follow our observer, producer, British person, and other things, let's see what they can do now moving forward. Nick, NCS. Let's see what angles they can allow us to watch this game under.
It's going to be some good ones. How about this angle? Right through the mid-market. That already looks like Animal going to get some space here off into this B site. Again, a little bit different. We only got 2 sites to work with this time. Now that third one in the middle. Animal will be able to open it up with the first blood of the match. Gonna be another one right on back. Right, fallen trades are coming through, though. Animal walks so far back. Unfortunately, will be taken down. The collapse comes on in a quick and fast pistol round there. This High Roller Orc start early.
Wow, I mean, already we're seeing High Rollers starting off strong. This is actually the first time. This is not an echo of the past, and hopefully we can see what they can do moving forward if they can keep this kind of going, because we've never seen them win a pistol round. Ever.
Ever.
Never. But what are your thoughts now that they've managed to take that and look at the buys they're bringing? Instead of going with SMG pistol, they're going for double Guardian and a Bulldog.
It's a nice tappy gun. It's a little bit heavier of an investment. Usually you do want to go more towards those SMGs, a little bit lesser to see if you could still shut down that. So see what they can do. Don't want to lose a lot of players, I would say, if you're investing this heavily into the buy. It looks like Red Flag, though, like you said, playing a little bit default, trying to gain some information. Their heaviest stack is towards main right now, or Animal and Co. will get the first kill, actually, and back up off it. They did take some damage, but Sage should be able to hopefully heal themselves up to a little number. And they gain that kill. Now they get extra pressure. No one moving, though. Everybody kind of just staring at each other as they play that default.
Yeah, and now playing it, see what they can do. Hopefully they might be able to find 1 or 2 picks here on the side of attack, as they've already managed to grab 1, but not the gun. That's the problem. If they can get the pick again onto A, they will be able to get that Guardian in their hands, and that is a huge weapon to have.
Massive weapon. A lot of damage, but it does look like they're getting onto A site, so this is actually a really doable
30
round,
seconds
I would
left.
say. Or red flag, especially on this site, you can create those close angles with that massive obstruction in the middle of the site. So I will be trying to destroy this stage. While we talked about how big it is to cut off these corridors on offense and defense, that location is revealed though, so got to be a little bit careful walking in. It's going to be a 4v4, and that spike is ticking ever so slightly. That time draining down off the clock. It's going to be a nice trade right on the entrance. Animal and ClickShift starting to do it for red flag. Again, ClickShift only has a classic, though. The spike is ticking. A 1v1. The shock dart won't get it. Finally, through the wall, the Guardian will. The defuse, I think should be just there in time. Well done. High Roller Org, they win the round, but they invested heavily, Edu, and they lost 4.
Yeah, investment, and they've managed to just take a whole lot of losses there. It reminds me of when I decided to buy Netflix stock 2 months before it crashed. Thanks. So honestly, great investments here from the side of attack. They managed to take whatever they could. That's going to help with their econ rating. As we know, when you do damage with cheap weapons, you boast that number. But Python already has the KD of an ace, 5-0 with a Guardian still in hand. But their team is broke for this bonus here.
Pretty broke. Python is one of the big members you actually want to get heated up early, because that Hunter's Fury can change the entire landscape of a round, a fight, change everything around here. But it's going to be early push from Spooky, sitting in the wine cellar, hopefully not drinking too much of it. Still got to hit your shots on the Sheriff, as they actually ClickShift, hitting the shots first, taking down Secrets. That's a lot of utility, unfortunately. Now out of the kit, the Sage from red flag took a little bit of damage, but the smoke not going to protect you, and Riceballin not going to take any prisoners, taking the 3rd kill there. GG red flag, a big player advantage, and Riceballin right through the mid courtyard is sniping people out.
Wow. Now just up to 1 remaining. Kyle, to try to find any exit frags here, does have a judge, so if they do get into a close quarter combat fight, they should walk away with a Vandal at least, or some kind of rifle. But this position is different, as, yeah, I mean, very out in the open. In 1 second, my cat, he wants some water. I'll be right back, if you can hear that.
Definitely can. I mean, they also talk about they just wanted them to step over that little ledge, step into that judge, but like you said, very open if they came from that main type area. So now expected as the rounds go, we are going into round number 4. Red flag at a bit of a disadvantage, but both teams are going to be walking in with some pretty good rifles and some pretty good buys. Camera up top here from Alvin to protect. That's the one thing about the Cypher. You don't have as much damage as the KJs we've talked about earlier, but you have these cameras. You have a lot of utility, a little bit more information that you can work off of. We're about working off of right now. Again, a little bit default. Shift back, grabbing that ult orb, that KO.
Scanning ahead.
Local extra life for you if your teammates can hit the res, can do a lot. That recon bolt, though, will do a lot to give information. UConn bought it out. I'm now down to around a minute 10 here, as default has been mostly play here. Alvin's just gonna wait, hold, put out that cage, and
Stay down.
oh no! Python through the cage perfectly predicts the movement. It is just absolutely picturesque. That shot, absolutely insane. Now we're gonna be looking here in the close angle. It's gonna be 3 or 4 rushing out. Gotta hold hold the patience. There's one, but gets shut down. 3v3, and unfortunately, the 3rd player from High Roller just isn't here. I don't know if you can push it without him.
Left.
You might not be able to, but they're already trying it. Secrets pushing forward, getting right into a cubby spot. But what is this ultimate? It's not going to connect to Sai quite yet. What are they about to do? That's right. Hit Sai in the forehead with a Hunter's Fury. Shock Dart to bounce around the corner and does even more damage. But this op is where Sai cannot fall. Can't lose it, can't drop it, but will get dropped in secrets by Yukine. Spooky's good for one before being good for nothing. And Sai is booking it to save this op no matter what. They cannot risk having this fall into the enemy hands or out of their own.
Can't risk it. Leave it up. Get out of here. That spike will eventually go boom here, and red flag will eventually take that round here. Now 2-2 for them. Like I said, that op will be a pretty massive save for them for High Roller Org. Got to see where they want to put it. Probably keep it on Sai, because usually you want to keep it on your Jet, a little bit of movement. But unfortunately right now, Sai, out of fragging. This is not like what we saw last game, but has that op, maybe can do some damage on an eco, though. All the teammates are going to have sheriffs, so you got to do a lot of work here if you have that operator in your hands.
Yeah, you're going to have to do something different if you're going to want to win this out, but I am looking at Rice Ballin. This is a player that has been very consistent on this team, but if you also look at this team, 5-4-3-2-1 is the current KD of the side of attack. So with that, they are incredibly in sync right now.
These Valorant players are secretly...
Did your mic cut out? Or did you say secretly?
I did say secretly.
I don't know if you had anything. You said these Valorant players are secretly. And I didn't hear anything after that. I don't know if that was on me or on you.
I don't know. I said they might secretly be like hip-hop artists, but Kyle, with that, a little shot will create a nice little beat, but unfortunately stuck in the backside with this Sheriff is not going to be feeling good. Alvin to get the trade right on through. Now sight control there for red flag GG. Sai try and hold down an angle from that defender side spawn, and eventually they'll get this plant down, Edu.
For you.
Yeah, they get it, but they also have the Sage to heal up their teammates, so this is going to be a 4v4. Life advantage still being in the hands of an attack, but weapon advantage is gone. Here we go. Great res onto Shift. Animal. Oh my god, this is a very aggressive play. Will unfortunately be good for one, but the res is what makes it important. Takes out these players. Click Shift is clicked on. Makes it a 2v2. It's now just Sai to try to do the damage. This op has to get some more picks, but Yukine's holding it, but holds it no longer. And what a wall bang. 1 HP. And they just have to go for time. Sai should know that he's going to have to run. Oh.
Yeah. Bomb will go off. Everybody will die. The red flag will take big round towards their own, able to shut down that operator. And really stuff, I gotta say, from High Roller Org to at least take all those kills, but just played that timing perfectly in the back of sight. So everybody back to those good weaponry, Edu.
Yeah, they're back on it. They have what they need, but I'm also looking at ultimates. Defense should be able to try to stop a plant. Python here, the top frag, rocking an Odin, rocking the B site. We're seeing the real strategies that you should be bringing to the table here. If you have an Odin, you better be holding the angles, and uh-oh, Alvin, that's already no more armor remaining, and you're going to just have to back it up.
Huge value already out of that Odin. Like you said, this is the real strats. Be taking notes, Valorant players. We know as much that Odin does love a Sova. Sova loves that Odin, so B angle also very nice to play through. Speaking of playing through, right now it looks like red flag a little bit slowly trying to play through A, as trying to take some catwalk control here. Now you kind of just chilling out in cubby, waiting for. See if High Roller does try and play a little bit more aggressive, maybe take a pick out through tree, but it looks like they're just not biting.
Ooh, talking about biting. Secrets is going to bite in tree, trying to get some info. Will spot out and suppress Yukine here, but Yukine is suppressed. What else can be done? Got Rice Ball in main, trying to now find and clear every corner. I like the double head, but oh, talk about double head. Double headshot comes out from a click shift onto Kyle. Secrets is here for something, but ClickShift will get traded. There's the Hunter's Fury to prevent the bomb from getting planted, and this could go either way.
Cover going out.
Yeah, only 15 seconds, unfortunately, for Red Flag. They got to get the plant down now. No Hunter's Fury this time to stop it. It's going to be Yukon just watching the smoke. Such a strong angle. And through the box, so much damage. Rice Ballin assists on that kill. Secret can only get one back. Alvin, huge. Secrets has to go crazy here. There's so many angles to check in. Such an awkward position. Animal will be able to cut you down. Which doesn't have healing, so Sai is going to dash on forward. 35 HP, 2 players sitting down in hell here. He plays, Yukon needs to go crazy, but how about Animal? They will go crazy to win the round, and like you said, Red Flag working with just 10 to 15 seconds to win the round.
Wow, 10 to 15 makes it look easy. Beautiful job here. Now, 4-2. They are doing a reverse sweep that we saw in the semifinals, performed by none other than HRO, now performed on HRO. So if you are the High Rollers org, you're going to have to start rolling high, because if your entire team's just theme is built around luck, sometimes you don't have enough luck to win it out. But let's see if they can start rolling high here for us.
Using every single second to their advantage. Unfortunately, Spooky able to take down the head of the opposing Omen. Rice Ball able to get the immediate trade, but a good on having these sheriffs to try and upgrade that weaponry pretty early. Falling through Catwalk. Back up. Won't see anybody there. There is a nice little crossfire if they try to go through the archway. Kind of bolt going to be destroyed. Just shooting through, seeing if they can catch anything. Blinds going back and forth. It's a bit of time used, but and like we said, they don't care. They're super comfortable, and A-Site looking pretty free right now.
We got pretty quick and easy. Animal will be able to get their team on the site and close the door. Beautiful job. But this wall is going to make it tough to push through. They will be able to break it just barely, and that should give a little bit of a narrow push up here for these players. I like the double up in tree, the double up in heaven, but it's going to need a lot more than doubling up to actually take rounds here. That was the unique nade. I like that. It pushes people away from the corner. The blind's going to come out. Animal is not going to fall. And Kyle didn't swing with their teammate. Not able to get the trade, but look at this timing. Still works out, though. ClickShift is here to get a triple in total, and that is another round for the side here of Red Flag. GG.
Yeah, that was a beautiful nade, and if they swing out together, that's honestly feels like a 1 round, but Animal's position was actually just so tough to deal with there, just sitting on that corner angle right by door. Holds it down, teammate cleans it up. Another good round for Red Flag. GG, and these ultimates getting on the table, but I gotta say, they're really making use of the cipher. You know, you talk about it. Would you be able to play off this information? And without that KJ utility, the answer to me right now is yes.
Yeah, Cypher definitely comes into play pretty powerfully, but to tell if a Cypher versus Killjoy is going to be efficient, it's once they actually get to defense, because that's where your Sentinels really get tested. But a Hunter's Fury early on takes out one Sty, using util to help get a clean shot down. But look at that, Animal actually getting another pick down. Off the Hunter's Fury, they still have life advantage, and they even have a full control of B site. But I gotta remember you, Llama. We have to do a posture check, so if you're not sitting up, you better be, because we're about to be on the edge of our seats with this new clutch up coming up here.
Kyle's unfortunately on the edge of the Sage wall that they have to break on into. Animal is just waiting here. If you get caught holding that utility, definitely easy kill there. Animal holding the smoke. 66 HP, has to be careful. Has the res, sees the body just in time, and once again the position is so hard to deal with. Easy chopping out. Nice kills there. Red Flag. GG. Really good use of ultimates. They just say, no, look over here, we're going A, when in reality they go to B, and Animal is having one heck of a game with these openers.
Yeah, they're having a heck of a game, as you pointed out here. So pretty unique. I can confirm these guys have what it takes to maybe win this entire game outright, and they could potentially just shut these players back, shut them out, and keep this going. So now looking at this timeout being activated, this timeout being called by the high rollers, what needs to be said? What should Python be telling his team to do differently, to do better, or to do just anything that they haven't even attempted yet?
I feel like they need to get a little bit more aggressive. I mean, Red Flag is just playing default, waiting till 15, and then hitting a go button after they've kind of blown smoke towards one site, and then you just pick wrong every time, it seems like. I feel like get a little bit aggressive. Push Psy a little bit forward, who is having such a good game, and maybe get some of these early picks instead of holding those crossfires. But now you're not on a great economic round. It's probably going to be pistols and sheriffs, so 2-7, not the greatest round, and it's the first time they won a pistol. Unfortunately, this half not going good after they won that pistol.
Let's see this. With this round coming forward, look at the weapons they're bringing. All sheriffs. They just called the timeout, and they're bringing all sheriffs. They're going to be defaulting or playing aggressive. I can't really tell right now, as what we're seeing from the attack is patience. And that's what they need to try to get some picks here.
Patience with the sheriff. Really good to hold those close angles, man. The Altorb down in there. Look like, yeah, just a little bit of patience. Gotta be careful. Alvin gonna get seen with that hop up, but click shift is already opening up the fight here. That Sova drone will get a nice little introduction. Bow drone, beautiful click shift, a second kill on the round, and once again the site is free, and Alvin even catches one on the backside. Plane's going down, but I don't even know if your jet can do anything here.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that this is going to be easy, but if anybody can, it's Psy. That's it. Takes out Alvin. Maybe gets a better weapon, but it's a 1v5. Getting completely surrounded. Another one down, but good for 2, but not good enough for us.
They demand the fight, but like you said, not good enough for the round, so fortunate for High Roller Org. They have the sheriff, so didn't expect too much out of that round, but would have loved a little bit more. I mean, you can see Red Flag, they are just rolling in those funds. They're doing so good right now, and a lot of ults, you gotta say, for High Roller Org. Now 4 of them. I would love to see one of these ults invested here to try and build up a defense, especially that lockdown. There's only 2 sites on that map. If you cut down one, there's only one left.
There's only one left. Here we go. Yuki ready to now work it through, work it out, and maybe make it worth it. Knife now ready, and that is a big one. Holy, that's going to get a lot of information for this team. Spooky, ready to blind, and will be able to slow down these players quite a bit, but they might just want to push right through anyways. I mean, this is a team that has never put the pumps on the brakes there. They're going to just run it down. Uh-oh.
Box. Spooky just trying to put the trades down right now, but left, still back to holding down for secrets in the tree area. We'll get a bit of breath of life, but that breath taken right out of them as the bullets go spraying. Secrets position real good right now, but quick shift shy. Everybody is trading out here. The site should be there once again. A blind on the out player. Somehow side gets out of there in the cage. Will delay for enough time here. Red Flag once again, enough control, and that scythe roll. So much information gained right here.
Yeah, and Rice Balling playing aggressive through trees, gonna really help out. I like that they're trying to wall bang out of just pure
one enemy
pity,
remaining.
but what a shot. Right click, jumping classic from Alvin, takes out Psy. Good luck, Kyle. You're gonna need it. It's a 1v3, and you're stuck in Cubby.
Yeah, probably gonna be unfortunate. I will say Rice Balling doesn't have the most ammo in the world. Only 7 bullets. Also, Alvin only has 3.
One.
Be a little bit careful on your guys. This is about the classic back and forth. Kyle will take 1 Rice Ball and no ammo to work with. Everybody's got pistols here. Finally will reload the Vandal, but isn't fast enough. Alvin swings on out with the pistol, and will take the 8th round for Red Flag GG, which seemed like such a good round for High Roller Org. I'm not gonna lie, they had such good positionings, but just broke down so fast. Red Flag had all of the angles to shut them down.
Yeah, honestly, right now, Red Flag, they're putting themselves in a position to really just lock this game in. And now 2 to 8. Best case scenario, 8 to 4. Is that even a possible scenario with the weapons that they're bringing? Sai here, the only one at the top of their team's board, 9 to 9, no assists. They are barely skating by with a 1.0 KD. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh my god, that lineup, it suppressed the one player with an ultimate that can shut them down. And if they manage to get a kill, ClickShift can pop his ultimate, completely locking out Sai.
Though Sai's gonna dive for it. Give information on where Sai's gonna go back to. Alvin gets that first kill onto Python once again. Just seems like Edu, they don't put themselves in positions to fail. It seems like every single time they know what's gonna happen, they get that first kill. And you know, A has worked for them so many times, but they're rushing to B. I think they want to change it up a little bit.
Oh, clean shot though from Spooky. Okay, Bulldog has a little bite to its bark, but let's see if they're going to be barking up the wrong tree, pushing into B. This is a clean knife, but there's the ultimate to completely shut down the Jet. Good luck using Sheriff only, as the bomb will get planted here on the default spot. And still, they have a good position here with Alvin just anchoring it, camera to make sure that no one can push them. Their post plant is looking clean.
Man, the angles here along with Yukon. We knew the weaponry was going to be better, but shooting still on point here too. Rice ball, and why not add one more? Kyle takes one with the Sheriff, but it doesn't even matter. Red flag winning on every single site they choose.
Last round in
this time
the
they
half.
choose B to get to 9. I mean, look at that scoreboard in the middle, Edu. It's a little bit of that blue to green, whatever you want to call it, and then it is all red from there, man.
Yeah, honestly, what we're seeing now, red on the board, 9 in a row. Let's see this. 2 to 9. Looking at these guys playing it out, it's pretty rough seeing the huge streak that we might see. It could be 10 in a row. And that, at that point, what do you even say? When you have Animal in the chat going LMAO, you know somebody is looking a little bit off. But Sai looking on, popping off, getting another double kill down. Might be able to get a triple if they could just keep this kind of gameplay going. This is a beautiful round here for these guys. And Alvin might be able to spot out one, but where can they push? They've lost 2.
Lost a lot. We'll say though, Alvin down here, market area, it's such a power position. You can kind of choose where to go back into spawn, go back into market. Alvin will choose to go into spawn and will find a kill for their troubles. Also have the ultimate because of it. That is going to be a huge neural theft here, revealing all 3 positions of these enemies. The teleport on out. Alvin catches one more through spawn, and Rice is waiting for the way back. It's going to be the Hunter's Fury. Kyle not even gonna move through it. Rice Ballin picks up a triple kill in what looked like such a good round for High Roller Org. Red flag, just again, pull it out.
Yeah, I mean, red flag, they're pulling out none of the mercy plays. They are really just beating down this team here. 2 to 10. That's some pretty crazy stuff here. And on the defense as well. But now on the attack, now on the defense. This is going to be pretty interesting. Looking at how they're able to shift in between it. This is where I wanted to see what is better, the Killjoy or the Cypher. But the fact that they have it at 2 to 10 already, I don't think we're going to have enough of a sample size to really decide that.
I don't think so. I really don't. And especially if you lose this pistol, it's kind of doomed. I'm not going to lie. So for High Roller, maybe they can take their second pistol round that we've seen, but
Going out. Can't use that.
it gets suppressed.
Shadows traveling.
The second smoke's gonna be put on through. A nice recon bolt will see too, and they're just gonna try and rush on in. Kyle gets a kill. Secrets, they are making it a bloodbath here on the A site. Pistol round just seems to be their mojo right now. Some extra utility put up with the Raptors. Rice ballin'. Oh, with the dart there. Nice stuff. Takes down Secrets. I mean, low HP bars on High Roller. They gotta be a little bit careful. Animal here on this Raptors point. Gotta be a little bit careful. Poking out does some damage. Back out though and reload the gun.
To this now, Python.
Last player
Here for it,
standing.
Psy. Good for one. Rice falling off of that shock dart, off of the double kill. Could get an ace here. 3 bullets. We'll switch it to a ghost. Uh-oh. Oh, and the dink. Just too far to get the one tap. Kyle working it out in the post plant. And that's a round that you need if you want to win this game. And they could bring this back. I mean, if a 10-2 score line happened on one half, it could happen on the other.
Drew, it could. Will it? Different story.
Yeah.
See, for Red Flag, they don't really need to really invest. They have the rounds to spare. They're okay kind of up in this round. And you know, for High Roller Org, it's going to be the biggest invest they can. So not only they can prepare to win this round, but round right after. So see what's going on for them. Guardian on Python with the ADS. So we'll see where they want to go. It's a gamble stack, by the way, for Red Flag. And it's going to be to the A site, which looks kind of correct right now if they hold their position. Utility up now towards that wine cellar to look forward side. Got to be careful here, clearing their corners. Checking out the boxes. They smoke on in. The dash is coming through as they try to take positioning. The shorty, though, still picks up a kill. Rice balling. Big trade. Now the gamble stack will have to rotate if they want to catch these players, because it looks like High Roller Org, all this time they have, they want to go towards this B site.
Not only want to, but easily can. It's an empty site here. This no duelist comp is working beautifully. But let's see this now. Click shift. In a beautiful position. Might be able to find 1 or 2. Does have a knife. Does have the info. But look at the flank developing through mid. That's 3 players trying to get right behind him. And they even smoked off the Killjoy bot, so they have no idea that they're getting flanked right now.
He goes down, though. Gotta be careful with this. It's gotta be here. It's gotta be now. That wall is gonna give them not a good angle, but preparing for it. They walk on in. They got the pistols. Animal Yukon will be able to pick up a double kill. This flank actually kind of paying off. Yukon, though, has to win the duel here at the corner. Spooky wins the 1v1, picks up a triple for their own. What a flank play. I love that creativity. Unfortunately, they didn't really have the greatest weaponry. I think if maybe they had a little bit better stuff, it could have been pulled off. But nonetheless, still some good kills. High Roller Org, good for them to go back-to-back rounds.
Yeah, and back-to-back is where they're going to hit it. Now, looking at this, I love what we're seeing from both sides. It's rifles in hand, but this bonus round, look at how much they're not actually bonusing and forcing up. We see Python forcing up a Guardian. We see Psy forcing up on the other side as well with a Phantom. This is very unique, but is it going to work? They need to win every round possibly, so I understand why they're putting a lot more economical eggs in this basket.
But if they lose this round, it is going to be a sad day if you are a High Roller fan. Possibly a 4-12 if they lose this one, but that's in the future. For right now, we're in the present, and now it does look like Psy and Co. Thinking about a courtyard push. That's what it's going to be. Shock dart caught in the utility. Beautiful stuff for the first trade. Animal, though, talking about trades, will trade you right on back. Psy has been so clutch as well for High Roller Org, so to take that piece of communication out of their team for right now is massive. The gamble stack is still here, and Alvin is gambling through the smoke, picks up a double. One of them's a wall bang, and the round looking so tough from High Roller. They have the spike, but maybe they can get on B, but it's still going to be a 4v2 even if you get that plant down.
Here we go. Looking extra rough and tumble.
30 seconds left.
Could definitely happen for these guys. Here we are. Ooh, running it down onto a site. They are going to be able to plant it. What? They're up against four players. Hey, that's not what you want to be seeing here. So 4 players on the line. 4 players, and one now gets one down. Uh-oh. Spooky. Uh-oh. Alvin running gun again with the classic. And BMs. I'm seeing shots at the floor. A little bit of tea-bagging. And they are just relaxing after that one. What is Alvin doing?
Chilling. He's jumping.
He's doing everything. He's going extra on him. Crazy. It's never the top frag who does things like that. Just so you know. Never is.
Nonetheless, though, for that round win, like we said, I mean, they're going to get paid. Look at the buy. It has to be a force here from Hyrule Org. I mean, it doesn't have to. You could save to give Red Flag a match point, but they want to battle back. They need kills in this round to pick up guns for Sai, because maybe Sai can pick up this Alt Orb and maybe pick up these knives, but it's a lot of maybes, and an Odin going to cut off their entrance for now. Rice Ball and this gun. Actually, not an Odin. It's
Scanning ahead.
Ares will get a choice. It's gonna be Ares through the wall. Really good damage. Crack up those shields. Shock darts just coming in one after another. Side! Oh! The shot and the dash on out. Absolutely dirty, but only 14 HP to live right now. Gotta be careful. Python gonna shoot out the out drone as well. They're out through the door, but it looks like B site is somewhat free. There's still a Sova lurking though, Edu.
Yeah, they still have one Sova in tree lurking around, but uh-oh, that lurk is finally just cashing out. Uh-oh, bomb now getting planted as it is a 2 against 4 with players having to rotate around. Yeah, they might have the weapon or have had the weapon advantage, but this is a huge comeback here. Stop it from getting to 12 if you want to stay in this game, stay in the series.
Massive. Unfortunately as well, the Omen was a bit separated. UConn has to get back with the teammate, and now they're together. This has got to be a pretty fast push because, like we said, a lot of that time of the spike already did tick down. Sai, the ultimate, I don't think wants to use it. Just waiting for the shot. Really good crossfires. A good way to end a round. And the Rollers, I mean, got to give it to them. A really good round to get on their 5th, and another gamble buy does pay off.
Yeah, the more of the gamble, the better the play style, and these guys are definitely playing it well. I'm loving what we're seeing from them. Definitely they have managed to keep this moving, but looking at what else we can see from them, I want to know, will these ultimates actually get used in time? Cypher, the second we see a kill, you know that Cypher is going to be popping an ultimate. Rice Ballin loves to pop his Hunter's Fury, and I think he's actually going to do it early on here if he can get any info with this dart.
Anything.
Take flight.
Willing to walk into it. This Aldrone gonna clear out for Python. Like you said, though, they are ready to use those ultimates because they know they can get him right back up. How about this flick shift? It's a nice suppress. Will get shut down for their efforts. Alvin, though, with this Sheriff. Trade right on back. There you go. Hunter's Fury. Everybody getting seen. The ultimates used together. Rice Ballin takes a double kill. What a usage. Together, those ultimates, the communication there. Sai, though, the shots are just a little bit better to take down Rice Ballin, so possibly a 3v2 post plant. Kyle gonna get this in a nice, good positioning plant for them. And
Last player standing.
Well, I think I lost Llama, but he might reconnect. And he's trying to reconnect, but looks like the only thing connecting are actually the shots here, Llama. But you're back. I see you on VDO. You know, connectivity issues are always so nice to have, aren't they?
Can't use this yet.
I love having a nice thunderstorm outside my window.
Match point.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I just
Red
have a
Flag's
cat
on
next to
point,
me.
though.
You have a thunderstorm. I have a cat. Isn't that right, Obsidian? Good boy. You know what? If they manage to win the next 2 rounds here and stay in this game for the side of HRO, when cams are on, I'm bringing my cat on stream.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm putting my money on.
Bring the thunderstorm on stream, or I don't know. Do something.
I think the Thunder's already being brought by the side here of Red Flag GG. They're bringing the Thunder and really just cashing out on these guys.
They are. They really are. And they only need 1 more round. So, feels good man for them. But we'll see if that round can be won. Earl Org definitely still a chance here. They have those knives ready to go. Sai has been so clutch as well, but
Right here.
it's just another big
Right here.
LMG.
Right here.
What
Get
is
out of
all
my
this?
way.
I don't know.
Look at this position from the Sage and the Sova. This is incredibly just one on top of another. And
We're in there.
yeah, I mean, I like it. It's unique. It's different. But they're also completely giving up mid right now.
Yes.
I guess they have the Cypher trip for it, but still. What just happened?
Gets destroyed there. Alvin looking through the smoke once again to try and pull a bunch of kills, but Kyle actually the first to get a kill. Animal will trade it right on back. The res as well going to be invested. Still a 4v4 though. Python. Kill out Alvin. You kind of going crazy. Sai needs to go crazy with this.
Where's the bomb? I mean, it's fine. They can use the Omen ult to pick it up. Yeah, they'll be fine.
Scatter. I have the spike.
All right, spike in the hands. Let's see if they can just TP to.
10 seconds left.
What?
Strike down A.
Oh my God, are they gonna do it again? They need to get this bomb planted, or else they lose.
Enemy
They
remaining.
lose. There's no
Over.
time.
Over.
Oh my God.
Defenders win.
GG, I guess. Okay, that was an insane game there to end it out. And I guess I'm not going to have to show my cat on stream. Very unfortunate, but I did not expect that to be the way that the game ended.
Did not. I mean, the TP, and then they kill the TP, and then there's just no time. I mean, they kill the last player that had the opportunity to plant. So, unfortunately, cannot get it done. Fortunately, oh, let's go, cat hype. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody played really well today, so having a cat on stream is just required. But with that being said, Obsidian, do you have anything to say? No, he does not. But yeah, no, he's such a good cat. He's so nice. He's such a good cat. But with that being said, honestly, looking at how that gameplay was, I have to point out one thing and one thing only. Sai did a great job keeping his team positive and nearly bringing them back. But I say nearly bringing them back. It was 5-13. It didn't do that great of a job to bring them too far back. But they had a streak there. They managed to win a few rounds on pistol and continued to win a few rounds. But with that being said, Llama, any final thoughts of how this game went?
I mean, good job to Red Flag. I think if Red Flag had less rounds that first half, I think it's definitely possible that that streak goes a lot longer. They start to build it right back up. But such a dominant team and showcasing that, you know, they don't need a duelist. They're okay running the Cypher. They're okay playing with information. And once again, they're okay being the reigning champions and defending their title.
Yeah, and defending it and taking it. That's the flag on the trophy as well. GG's over to them. Number 51 now officially taken by Red Flag GG. If you guys want to check them out on Twitter, GG Red Flag. Obviously, shout out to some of the players on that team. Rice Ballin, if you guys haven't heard of Animal, check out their stream as well. But an amazing gameplay from High Rollers. Getting to the finals is not an easy task. We saw how they played in the semis, and I love the way that they were able to just keep up that damage and lock it in. But with that being said, great games from everyone all around. My name has been Edu, joined by the Llama77. Llama, where can people find you if they ever want to have your casting over their gameplay?
My Twitter down below. I know yours is down below as well. You just recently changed it, so make sure you guys are following the right Edu, not the wrong Edu. But as well, make sure to follow our producer behind the scenes, Mr. Nick NCS, does production. He does graphics. He does literally anything. So that's pretty awesome as well. Also, for
anything,
not anything, but also for Frost Esports, make sure to check out their Twitter. They post a lot of updates there. Their Discord. Maybe you're a Valorant player and want to get into these weekly tournaments. We run them every single Thursday, sometimes Thursday, Friday, and we run Rocket League tournaments on Monday. We got some other, Melee stuff coming as well. So keep that going. And if you haven't noticed, we also got new logos and stuff. So make sure to check out that new Frost merch.
Yeah, merch looks great. Gameplay looks better. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week at number 52, where some of these guys might be back again. So we'll be right back. Actually, no, we won't. We'll be gone. Bye-bye.